Hey. Okay, I just realized that I forgot to get a glass of water. I'm gonna do that. Um, I just got a notification that this is my 100th broadcast. So I am inviting a couple people to join in. And those of you who are logging on, you can, if you click in that lower right corner, there's a little person that's with a plus sign next to it. And what you can do is you can click on that and you can invite anyone that you would like to join this broadcast. Especially if you have people who are, I'm just kind of going through click, click, click. If you have people who have just signed up over the last couple days, especially, I would love for them to be on here, but this is open to anyone. So I'm going to go, I think that's about enough. I've clicked enough people. I'm gonna go and, I can't see you now. There we go. I'm gonna go get a glass of water. I don't know where that glare is coming from. Let me see if I can fix that so I don't look bright yellow. Hi. That's a little better, huh? Okay, I'm gonna go get a glass of water. I will be right back, and then we will get started. I'm gonna try to fix that so I don't look like a yellow ghost to you with the setting sun. A little better, huh? And you can see my kid in the background. Okay, I'll be right back. That's way better. Oh, it was like bright yellow for a second. Hi. Okay, I am, let me make sure I'm on the right feed for you guys and I have my notes up. Hang on just a second. I'll start in just a minute. I see some people are jumping on. Like I said, go ahead and click on that little silhouette with the +1 or the plus next to it. And if there's anybody that you want to invite to watch this, you can invite them there. I would recommend that if you have anyone who's joined up in the last 3 days, especially, or the last week or so, that you get them on here because that is specifically what I'm going to talk about. Hi, Heather. So this is your chance to ask some questions. 90s flannel. Krista, I was going to post that on Carrie's page and let her know it was for her. This is your chance to ask questions. I'm going to go over what you do now that you've signed up. So we have had over 400 people join our team in the last day and a half, which is insane. That's absolutely unprecedented, new record, really exciting. But what I don't want is those of you who are brand new to be like, okay, great, I got added to this page, and now I'm just kind of floating out here and I don't really know what to do with myself. Thanks, Angie. Yeah, so I'm wearing, I'm really only wearing a little bit of foundation, some liquid lipstick, and mascara. I have no eye makeup on or anything, but that mascara, I'll get real close so you can see, it's pretty insane. It's insane. And that's a little bit of what I'm going to talk to you about today. So, for those of you who are brand new, my name is Kai Lauren. I am your upline Black status leader. There are 8 color rankings in our company. Everyone starts at white status. As you move through the ranks, Black status is the highest rank that our company offers. I will briefly go through my story, just as I hope it can be a little source of inspiration to you. I started with Unique in April of 2014. At the time I signed up, I was working full-time as a trial attorney here in Los Angeles. I have a 5-year-old daughter. She just turned 5 last week. She was 2 at the time. I did not have a spare minute in my day. I did not wear a lot of makeup. That's actually part of why I didn't put much makeup on today. I was lucky to get out the door with chapstick, but I always loved mascara. I always loved mascara. Anything that made my lashes look fuller and longer, who doesn't like that? So I had a friend approach me for months and months and months about signing up for Younique, and I kept telling her I was not interested. I was way too busy. I didn't know anything about makeup. I didn't have very many friends. I didn't have the spare money, even though I had this good job. Our bills were really high. We had medical bills. Times were tight. And I said, but you know what? I want to support you. And I kept seeing her post about how great the mascara was, so I bought one. And when it arrived on my doorstep, I put it on. I had no other makeup on. My first picture looks pretty much like what my eyes look like now. And I was just wowed. I was blown away. And so I messaged the photo to a couple people. And, hi, Amber. And I said, hey, look at this mascara. It's insane. And, you know, my mom and my sister and a couple other people came back and said, well, I'll buy that. And so I went back to Carrie, my sponsor, and I said, oh, you know what? I think I could sell this. I think I could do this. Still had no intention of making it a full-time thing. I thought, maybe I'll get my money back. I can get my $99 investment back, and that'll be great. I went on to hit Black status in 7.5 months. I reached the highest level in our company in 7.5 months. I did that with 19 personally sponsored women, 4 first-generation elites. A couple of them are on here today. And, you know, it just really completely changed my life. And, you know, in December of 2015, I retired from my full-time job as an attorney. I've now been working from home for over a year. Younique has been my full-time income for over a year. And I have a team of almost 10,000 women. I think we're gonna hit 10,000 this month, which is crazy. It started with just me and my mom, who signed up because she felt bad for me, and Krista, who's on the line right now watching, who, you know, Krista, I saw she posted her team alone did $1 million in sales in 2016. It's just totally blows my mind to think about 2 years ago when she and I were sitting on her couch talking about how this was something that we both thought could maybe be successful, but we didn't really know. So why do I tell you all that? I'm not trying to brag. I'm not trying to say, oh, look at me, look how great I am. What I want you to understand is if you are brand new, if you signed up today, if you signed up yesterday, a week ago, and you're thinking, oh, this is really scary. You know, I just spent $99. I made this investment and I don't really know what to do next. That the sky's the limit, truly. But that depends on you. So I have so many people who come to me and they say, how much money can I make doing this? I want to make some extra money. How much can I make? And, you know, my answer is always, well, that depends on how hard you want to work. So yes, I've been very successful in this business, and a lot of the women on this team have been very successful in this business, but they work. If you want it to pay you like a real job, you have to treat it like a real job. I'm going to talk to you today about how you can get the ball rolling and kind of get it moving in that direction where it starts to pay you like a real job, because it's really basic. It's not easy, but it is very simple. It's a simple process. And, you know, it can be whatever you want it to be. It depends. You know, some people say, hey, sorry, I'm going to turn my sound off on my computer. Some people will tell you, you know, I only have 5 minutes a day. Okay. If that's what you have to give your 5 minutes a day. If you have 3 hours a day, give your 3 hours a day. Whatever you have, you can make this work with your schedule. I built my whole business in about 3 hours a day because, like I said, I was working full time when I signed up. I didn't get home most nights until 8 or 9 o'clock at night. And I would sit and work my business from about 9 o'clock to midnight when I went to bed. And then I'd get up and I'd do the same thing the next day because I was in a office all day long. Sometimes I could get online and work a little bit there, but I was in court, I was in depositions. I wasn't always at a computer where I could continue to work my business. So you can be very successful even if you have very little time. When people tell me, I'm too busy, you're not. I promise you're not. I can show you ways that you can make this fit into your life. And that is something that I think is very important when it comes to success, is if you put this on your to-do list, if you right now say, okay, I signed up yesterday, I'm gonna wait until my kit comes and then I'll get started, or I'm gonna wait until Sunday because then I know I have some free time and then I'll get started, and it goes on your to-do list, it will never happen. It will never happen, because it will be like everything else on your to-do list where it gets pushed aside until you force yourself to do it. What you have to do is figure out what your life looks like and where are the gaps and where can you fit this into your life. Because if you can't figure out a way to make this a part of the life that you're already living, you will struggle and you will wonder where you're going to find the time. So for me, that was when I was laying in bed at night browsing Facebook before I went to sleep, or those 15 minutes in the morning where I woke up and I didn't want to get out of bed and get in the shower, didn't want to get my kid out of bed to get her to school yet, and I would try to make the most of that time. Or that hour after I got her to bed where I really kind of wanted to sit down with a glass of wine and watch television, but instead I sat down with a glass of wine and worked my business on my laptop. Okay, so that's what you have to do first, is figure out where can I make this fit into what I'm already doing. So, okay, you signed up, and as you're watching, if you have any questions, feel free to comment them below on the live. I will try to scroll back as I go and get to them so I can answer things for you too. Okay, so you signed up, you took the leap. Now what? So Marva Lashes is my team training page. That's where we are right now. And what this is a wealth of resources for you, okay? Everything that I know about this business is somewhere on this page. Everything I know is available for you. So what I want you to do is take some time and browse this page. Hannah, yeah, a great time is a great time to do it. Take some time, browse the page, browse the file section. I have lots of great information in there. A lot of people don't even know there is a file section. I didn't know about file sections before I signed up, before I was in a group page. So go through, I have information there for you. Scroll back, go through some of the previous posts. If you have a specific question, in the top right box on your computer or with the little magnifying glass on your phone, that's a search function. It will search for different words. So let's say you have a question about sales. You can actually type in sales and it will pull up all the previous posts on this page that address that. Okay, so take the time, make this your boardroom. This is also a place where you can come for support. So if you need support on something, if you have a question, if you need some uplifting, that is a very important part of this business, is building community. Yeah, Chris, I am going to touch on tough times in a minute. So community, and I'm kind of getting into this a little bit now, I don't care if you make $5 a month doing this or if you make $20,000 a month. If you don't have something more than just the money, you're not going to stick around. And that's something that the women in our team learned very early on. And we have a really great sense of community on our team. And so what I highly encourage you to do is, if you are in this team page and you don't know anybody yet, start reaching out, start adding people as friends, making connections. You want to build that web. Feel free to send me a friend request, send anybody on here a message, because everyone here is invested in helping you succeed. And if you feel like you're going it alone, it makes it a lot harder. A lot of these women that are on this team have become some of my closest friends, and they're people that I didn't even know 3 years ago. But because I'm talking to them every day, because I'm leaning on them for support, because they know what it's like to be here, I have that bond, and it's really great to be able to fall back on that. And the truth is, if you become very successful in this business, those are going to be the people who you're talking to every day, who you're taking trips with, who you're doing work events and trainings with. You're going to be around them a lot. So it's worth it to take the time now to get to know them. Anyway, I'm losing my light, so I'm going to try to adjust a little. Everything looks yellow in here, my awful lighting in my bedroom. So, Punta Cana. So Unique just announced its incentive trip this October, they are going to have an all expenses paid, all inclusive trip to Punta Cana, 4 nights, 5 days, for two, and anyone can earn that trip. You pay to get yourself there, and once you're there, everything is free. Anyone can earn that trip. And we have a group going right now. Courtney Wheeler's going to be live in that group a little later tonight, and it's called Get to Punta Cana. If you would like to be added, you can comment on the post in this page and we will add you. Anyone can earn this trip. If you signed up today, you can earn this trip. The incentive period runs from January 1st through June 30th. We have several people who started as white status or yellow status who earned the trip last year, and they're talking to you. That's what the whole group is about. They are giving you how they did it last year and talking to you about the steps that you need to take. Over half of the people on my team who earned last year's incentive were first-time earners. So it is not the same people who are earning that trip year after year. And it's, all-inclusive at the Hard Rock in Punta Cana for free. Like, you can't beat that, right? If that's not an incentive to really work your business in the next 6 months, I don't know what is. That's amazing. What, does your job do that? Because my job certainly was not doing that for me when I was working at the law firm. So if you want to be added to that group, if you want more information, just ask. I'm happy to do that for you, get you more in that regard. Okay, those of you who are brand new, waiting to get your kit, I would love for you to take full advantage of that resource. And so what that means is, number one, do not wait until you get your kit to start working your business. So, I mentioned Krista, she's on here. I think Krista hit yellow status, which is $1,000 in her own personal sales before her kit even arrived. And so what you can do is, you want to get the word out right away. So email everybody you know, email everyone in your contact list and let them know that you started a new business, because if you're open for business and nobody knows about it, it's not going to do any good, right? Email everyone you know, start reaching out to all your friends on Facebook, post a picture, post a current selfie. It doesn't have to be your unique products. Post what you have on right now and say more great things coming from this face. Stay tuned. Do little things right now to prime people so that when you do get your kit, it's not the first time they're hearing from you about unique. Then when you get the kit, I know this is scary, when you get the kit, go live and unbox it. If you're not comfortable with the process going live, then film what you're taking out of the kit and let the products be the main event on your live. But the reason I suggest you go live is because Facebook has an algorithm. They prioritize what you see in your newsfeed. And live videos get bumped to the top of your newsfeed. So if you go live, that means when your friends are browsing and they open up at night or the middle of the day or the morning or whenever you're on, the first thing at the top of their newsfeed is you with your new presenter kit. They're going to go, okay, what's that? I have 4 new presenter training videos. I posted number 1 yesterday here. I posted number 2 today. I will post 3 and 4 over the next couple of days. I also have some videos on what I believe are the 3 biggest markers of success in this business: patience, positivity, and consistency. I will post those. All month long, I am going to be doing posts in here that are specifically aimed at helping new presenters. And so what I've done is each of those posts says, "Are you new?" on it. So when I talked about that search function, what you do is you can go back to this page and type in "Are you new?" and every post I do this month that's tailored toward new presenters will show up. Okay, so you can find all of those. Yeah, exactly, Sage. Anybody can open a present and show their goods. And Sage is a perfect example. I was just talking about that. I think, did you just have your 1 year? I think she just had her 1 year anniversary. She's a purple status presenter. She just requalified as purple, which is the 2nd highest rank in our entire company in less than a year. And earned the cruise as well. So, that's one of the first things you want to do. You want to start a launch party right away. And all of this is covered in those 4 new presenter training videos that I have. I actually have a back office tutorial that shows you how to start a party, how to navigate your back office. So you can watch that there. That's video number 3, which I'll post tomorrow. And, you just open your mouth. Like that's really all there is to this business, is open your mouth. And the hardest part about it is getting over the fear. And that's what I'm going to talk about. That's what Krista asked me to talk about, is the fear and the tough times. So self-promotion is a scary thing. Hearing no is a scary thing. And this is a lot of what we deal with. And, so many times I'll have people come to me and they say, okay, well, I've been doing this for 2 weeks and I posted 4 times and nobody bought from me. So I'm not good at this. I'm done. I'm quitting. Right? Those of us who've been around for a while, we've all heard this, right? Or maybe you've been there. You have to take that personal element out of it. You have to, from right now, put yourself in the shoes of a business owner. You are a business owner. So the analogy I always use is, if you go into Nordstrom and you see a pair of shoes and you say, "Ugh, those are the ugliest shoes I've ever seen," and you walk out and leave, the CEO of Nordstrom is not going to go home and cry because you didn't buy the shoes, right? Because they're a business owner. They know that maybe it wasn't right for you, but the next person's going to come in and go, "Oh, these shoes, this is exactly what I've been looking for. I love them. I'm buying them." Okay, so you have to look at your business the same way. Maybe you post. One of the first times I posted, when I was just getting my business going, I posted on my business page. It's out there for the whole world to see. And someone commented and said, tagged her friend, and commented and said, "Look at this. This girl looks like a poster child for how not to wear makeup." And of course, I was hurt by somebody who obviously has major insecurity issues. But I thought, okay, I could be her, or I could be that person who's out there pushing myself and taking a risk and continuing to push past it. So now she's just some story. I don't even remember the girl's name. I moved on, and now I have a 10,000 person team and a really successful business because I decided I was going to continue to work my business. And if I had taken that nasty girl's comment and let that stop me from pursuing something that could change my entire life, that could change my daughter's life, that could allow me freedoms I never thought I would have, and allow me to keep sponsoring so that so many of the women that are commenting right now were able to become part of this team, directly or indirectly, and change their lives as well, that's worth it, right? That's worth it to push through. So try to take the personal element out of it. Try not to get down on yourself if, you post and you don't have 10 people join your team today or 10 people buy from you today. Understand that it takes consistency. You are building trust in your market. Some people are going to be skeptics. I have people who are buying from me now that are first-time buyers, and I've been doing this for almost 3 years. And they needed 3 years to watch me to decide, okay, maybe this is right for me, or maybe I do want to try that makeup, or, oh, maybe her lashes really do look good. And so understand that that's not about you. That's about them. And whatever that person on the other end of the computer or the other end of the phone or the person you're talking to might be weighing or dealing with or struggling with, you cannot take that personally. Be a business owner, stay consistent, and I promise you, you will see success, okay? That is the number one downfall that I see with new presenters is they stop working their business. It's not because people aren't buying. I mean, we did, $2.5 million in mascara sales yesterday alone. It's not because people aren't buying. Somebody's buying. It's not because people aren't selling. We have people promoting. Amanda just promoted to the highest level of the company in November, a month and a half ago. It's not because people aren't having massive success. But those people that are having massive success, it's because they're being consistent. It's because they're working their business every day. Okay, what else? I'm sorry, I'm trying not to go on too many tangents for you. I'm so excited to have all of these, new people that are joining our team. Okay, so I talk to everyone, start a party, send an email to everyone you know, talk. Be a sponge. Be a sponge. Be open to learning as much as you can. So take advantage of the resources that are available to you. Take advantage of what's on your team page. When someone posts a video, watch it. If you think you don't have time, figure out where you do. Okay, so I watch training videos while I'm putting my makeup on because that's a time when I'm just standing there in my bathroom. Or when I used to sit in traffic, I would watch training videos when I was sitting in traffic. I had my eyes on the road when I was moving, but I could still hear it. It's sitting in my center console. Or watch videos instead of watching the same reality show that you don't really care about anyway. Take that time to be a sponge. Read personal development books. read different articles that are out there. I'm like, one of the things I'm really excited about is the science behind positivity and how that can impact your business. So I'm always looking for resources that I can read, articles, books, because that makes me a better leader, which makes us a better team. And understand that it's okay to be afraid. Just do it scared. Do it scared, and you will have great results. You already took the first big leap. You spent the $99. You got this awesome kit. You owe it to yourself to try to see how far that can take you. And so, for me, I had a good job. Yeah, I had a good paycheck, but those of you who have been around for a while have heard me talk about the fact that like I get teary every time I say this. I used to never be a crier before Unique. Those of you who have been around for a while have heard me talk about the fact that like I was missing everything with my daughter. Everything, and I had this great job and this great paycheck, but what did it matter when I wasn't around for the things I wanted to be around for? And now, I get to work my business from anywhere, when I want, how I want. I make way more money than I was ever making as an attorney. And I have that time freedom to be around for my kid. I never thought I could have that. So that yesterday when, I didn't look at the schedule and her dad didn't look at the schedule and neither of us realized until last minute that she didn't have school yesterday because like apparently January 2nd is a holiday now, that he was stressed because he had to work and he didn't know what to do with her because he was supposed to have her, and he could call me and say, hey, I need Kira to come to you, and I didn't have to think about it. I didn't have to ask anybody for the day off work. I didn't have to juggle anything. I got to choose my life. And so having my daughter home with me for the day, even on one of our biggest days ever in our company history, wasn't an imposition on me. And so if there's one person of the 400 that signed up, in the last day and a half that can listen to that or can listen to the other, because there are lots and lots and lots of success stories on this team. If one of you can hear that and think, I can do that too, and take it and run with it, that is so worth it to me. So worth it. So, happy to answer any questions you have. I will scroll back through and see if I missed anything. And those of you who catch this a little bit later, feel free to pop questions in here. Remember, search for that Are You New tag on our page, and that will have all the resources for you. And I'll try to hop on throughout the month and do little random Q&As as you get started. Thank you for taking the time to tune in. Have a great Tuesday night, and I will talk to you more soon. Let me quickly scroll, just make sure I haven't missed anything. There's a little bit of a delay, so those of you who go live a lot know there's always a little delay from the time you post your comment to the time I actually see it. So go ahead and post them now if you have them, so I don't miss them. I love seeing all these new names in the comments. It's so exciting. Oh, I get so excited when new people join the team. It's every time I just think about the opportunity that is ahead for each of you. Yeah, just, common roadblock feelings. I touched on it a little bit, but it just, and the important thing I think is to know that it's normal. People look at my success and they think, oh, everybody must say yes when she asks them to sign up, or everybody must say yes when she asks them to host a party, or her parties must all have, massive sales. And that's not true. More people tell me no than tell me yes in all aspects of this business, and in all aspects of sales across the board. That's going to be the case. And so that's a hard thing, but you have to be prepared for that going in, is you will hear no way more than you hear yes. They say statistically it's 1 out of 10. 1 out of 10 people you talk to is going to tell you yes. And so it's important to remember that that is the nature of the beast, instead of to think that that's something you're doing wrong. If you're hearing no, you're doing something right, because that means you're opening your mouth, and that's what you need to do in this business, is share a great product, share a great opportunity. And, if people don't take it, when people tell me no, I'm like, okay, you know what? I did my part. Like, I shared with you what this has done for me and what the opportunity can be for you. And that's all I can do. I can't control any of the rest of it. Not everybody's going to be a lawyer. Not everybody's going to be a teacher. Not everybody's going to be in direct sales. Not everyone's going to buy makeup from you. Some of the people closest to me don't support my business. That's okay. That's not within my control. My only job is to make sure I'm consistent so that when and if they're ready, they know where to find me. Yeah, absolutely, Sage. The excitement on unboxing your products, we have great products. We have high quality products. So take advantage of that. Use that to help you grow your business. Oh, thanks, Cassie. Do it scared. Thank you, Katie. Sage, what would you tell a person if they wanted to do something with it, but oh, that's funny. I hadn't even read your comment. Didn't have support from family, husband, or friends. I was just talking about that. So I'm a single mom. I didn't mention that earlier in the live for those of you. So I did this, I don't have any family nearby. I kind of did this on my own, and it's not easy. Of course, that's not an easy thing, but your network becomes so much more than just the closest people to you. So, you have your friends that support you. You have your Facebook people that support you. You have, I had people coming out of the woodwork that were my friends on Facebook that I didn't even remember I was still friends with because they saw a post and they were interested. So it's not always going to be the people that you know the best or are the closest to who want to jump on board. And as you're moving forward, as you're doing parties, which we talk about a lot on this page, you are networking with your friends' friends and your friends' friends' friends, and you continue to grow your network. So now, over the summer, I did a video about sponsoring, and at that time, 18 of the last 20 people that I had personally sponsored were people that I did not know before Unique. So if you don't know anyone, or if you don't necessarily have that kind of support, it doesn't mean it isn't out there available for you. Okay, I think that looks like that's about it. Those of you who watch back, feel free to pop your questions in too, and I will come back to them. Have a great night, everybody. Thank you.